Hello everyone, welcome again. Today we will be discussing about verbs and its kinds and the interrelationship between different kinds of verbs. So without any further ado, let's get started. Now verbs we have already learned are known as action words or doing words. In Hindi, they are known as kriya. Verbs are divided into two main categories. The first category we can see on the screen is helping or auxiliary verb, and the second category is main verb. Now as the name suggests, helping verbs, they help main verbs in completing a sentence. Now helping verbs are divided into two subcategories. The first category is modal verb that we can see on the screen, and the second category are primary helping auxiliary verbs. Now modal verbs, some examples of modal verbs are can, could, may, might. They are always used with main verb. We cannot use modal verb separately ever in any sentence. We will do a separate series on modal verbs in some time. For now, in this series, we will be concentrating on primary helping auxiliary verbs and main action words and the interrelationship between these two. The primary helping auxiliary verbs can be used separately in a sentence, and they can also be used with the main verb in a sentence. Now primary helping auxiliary verbs are of only three types in whole English grammar. The first type is to be, the second type is to do, and the third type is to have. They are actually the state of being. एक स्थिर स्थिति में अगर आप हैं तो आप प्राइमरी हेल्पिंग ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब का यूज करेंगे. हिंदी में हम बोलते हैं है, प्लूरल के लिए हम है का यूज करते हैं, सिंगुलर के लिए हम है का यूज करते हैं. दे आर द स्टेट ऑफ बीइंग and hence are represented by primary helping auxiliary verbs in English. Main verbs are the action words that I've already discussed. For example, sleep, eat, drink, walk, run, as we have already discussed on board. In the next slide, we will be doing primary helping auxiliary verbs in more details. Now, as given on the board, primary helping or auxiliary verb can be used separately in any sentence, or it can be also used with the main verb. The state of being है, एक जो स्थिरता की स्टेट है, वो हम प्राइमरी हेल्पिंग या ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब के साथ जताते हैं. Now as given on the board, there are only three primary helping or auxiliary verbs in whole of English grammar. First is to be, second is to have, and third is to do. Now for any verb, there are four forms of verb. The first is present form, which denotes the present. The second is past form, which denotes the past. Now the third and the fourth form, that is the past participle and the continuous form, I have given very simple names to these forms for better understanding. For past participle, I have named it as N form, and for continuous form, I have named it as ing form. Now for example, if we take up be, in present form there are two forms of be, singular and plural. Now singular form of be is or am, and the plural form is are. And similarly in past form we have two forms of be, singular has was and plural has were. Now past participle or the N form, why have I named it as N form is because in any verb if we put an N at the end, that becomes the past participle form of that verb. So past participle form of be is been, and the continuous form ing form, as it is very clear, be becomes being. Have in present form becomes has or have in singular and plural respectively, as shown on the board. In past form there is only one form of have, that is had. Be it singular, be it plural, only had is used in have. Now past participle form, N form, there is no N form of have. For the verbs which do not have any N form, the past form becomes the past participle form of those verbs. And the continuous form, that is ing form, can be shown on the board. It's having. Now do. Do in present form in singular becomes does, and in plural becomes do. Now in past form there is only one form, that is did. And in past participle form, since we do not have any n form of do, there is no doen or there is no didn't. So we use the same past form as the past participle form. And the continuous form is very clear, it is doing. Now in the next slide we will talk about main verbs. Now we will discuss about main verbs and their usage. Main verbs are innumerable in English language. They can be used separately in or with helping verbs or auxiliary verbs. Now I have taken only some main verbs in order to understand them better. We can see the present form has singular and plural in main verbs as well. And past form has only one form. There are no singulars, there are no plurals in past form. Past participle or n form, and then there is continuous form, ing form. Now for the first verb, that is rise, we can see that the singular form is rise and the plural becomes rises. In many books you will get to know that actually the plural is given as singular and the singular is given as plural. However, I have considered that if we put an s, this is better for understanding and for remembering for longer time. Now if we put an s in any word, it becomes plural. So this is the criteria that I have taken in listing rise as singular and rises as plural, because it's easier to understand and it's easier to remember. So rise, rises. Past form is rose. N form is risen. So we can see that there is an N put here at the end. And ing form, rising form. Now similarly, if we look at take. Take, takes. There is an S put at the end and takes becomes the plural form of take. Now in past, took. Taken. N form, taken. Taking. Eat. Eat becomes eat and eats. Ate. Past form is ate. Eaten. N form. Eating. Ing form. Then hide. Hide. Hides. Past form is hid. Hidden. N form. Hiding. Ing form. Act. Act. Acts. Acted. Past form. Now we do not have an N form of act. Thus the past form becomes the past participle form. This is a very, very important rule and you should all remember it by heart. Then acting becomes ing form. Borrow. Borrow, borrows, borrowed. Borrowed. There is no borrowen, there is no borrown. So borrowed becomes the N form as well, borrowed. Then borrowing. Sleep. Sleep, sleeps, slept. There is no sleepen, so slept becomes the past participle form as well, that is slept. And sleeping. Carry. Carry, carries. Carried. Carried. Carrying. There are certain words like these two that I have given, set and bet. The present, the past and the past participle forms are the same, and only the plural form and the ing forms are different. Set, bet. There are other words like these. So in short, you'll have to remember and you'll have to learn all the main verbs by heart. I will give you a link of all the main verbs that are there. It's very difficult to actually learn them all at one go. So I would suggest that you learn 10 or 20 every day and practice them a lot.